During our glowworm cave tour, our tour guide Kingy was telling us a story about how Maui went out with his two older brothers fishing and he had to stow away on his fishing boat. He was trying to prove that he is a good fisherman to his brothers. So he got his own fishing line, he punched himself in the nose for some blood for the fishing bait, and they spent a couple days out there fishing. And finally, he was bragging about how big of a fish he was going to catch. And on the very last day, he pulled up the North Island of New Zealand. And because the top of it looks like the fish tail and the bottom of it looks like the fish. And the story goes that his canoe they were fishing on is the South Island. We're about to go on White Island, and it's a Class 1 volcano. What does that mean? That means it basically just kind of burps and falls sulfur air.
Can't see, but I'm smiling. So this is the sulfur that they mined from this island, but it turned out that it wasn't very good quality and it was very hard to get because you can see that's where it came from. And so they ended up, well, after a very big explosion on 1914, they then pretty much decided that it was not worth it.
At the Kiwi House Sanctuary, we learned that the egg of the kiwi is huge, and it's almost the same size as the kiwi that lays it, the adult kiwi. But that also means that when a baby kiwi is born, it's basically born halfway grown up already.
And kiwis are surprisingly large and aggressive, apparently.
When they walk into the cages, sometimes the kiwi would jump up and grab the shorts with its beak and then use its little claws to attack their shins.
And we're supporting the kiwis by buying a mug.
Yay! Consumerism!
Save the kiwis! That's how the kiwis walk. Hobbiton! I think I'm the most excited. I'm really excited! I already got pointed out by the tour guide for being like the person who looks the most excited to be.
She does look the most excited to be here.
I'm going on an adventure!
As you can see, that's where Gandalf and Bilbo sits. Looks comfortable. Yeah, next. Yeah. Also, I don't think we have enough time. Yes. Wax very pushy when it comes to politics.
Sure. Behind us is Sam and Rosie's house.
The little girl that runs out to greet Sam is the actor's actual daughter, and the little baby in Rosie's arms is her actual daughter, too. Yeah.
Real life family.
Tree. That's a tree.
And this is the clearing where the tent was. And then he has a speech and disappears.
The party
runs
tree!
back up to his
It's a house barrel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We're gonna go have a pint at the Green Dragon.
Alright, it's really beautiful. I put that more spend.
Boracay Caraco Geothermal Park.
And we just ran into some scientists, and they were talking about how 15% of all of New Zealand's electric power comes from geothermal. And then they started talking about some of the specifics, and I had no clue. The water underground that's coming up for these power plants is at 300 degrees Celsius.
And I learned from the scientists that there are two different types of bubbles, that come up out of the ground, and there's the explodey ones that are steam bubbles, which you can see behind us. And then there's also the gas bubbles that are gases from underground that are being released into the water, and those come up a lot slower and they like pop more gently.
Today is our last day in New Zealand, and I wanted to thank our parents. They both came out and made it an amazing time.
We are very happy that New Zealand was our last and final country of our world tour, and we're very happy to be going home with family, and we're looking forward to the next adventure.